Hello, welcome back to the Road to Victory South African campaign. So, we have the railway crossing, now I want to get the creek bridge. I only have 15 minutes plus probably some extra time left. Right now I have the problem of there being an anti-tank gun here, which has already hit this tank, which I thought was destroyed, but it's actually only immobilized, and one of the machine gunners was wounded. And they popped smoke. So now I'm trying to get these two other tanks here into an angle where I can shoot at the anti-tank gun real quick. While that is happening, there's also a flak over here. I think that's in this area, and I will bombard that from the hill with my reserve Shermans that have an overwatch on the hill. Now that all the other anti-tank guns are knocked out, we can leave them up there and shoot at anything down here, including the puck, which is here in this area. One puck gun, of course, was over here, which we knocked out, and then there was a flak 88 in that little copse of trees. Once the puck is knocked out, this infantry platoon will advance across this axis towards the creek, which I hope will not be that heavily guarded. Anyway, that's the plan. That's where the flak is. Yeah, that should take care of that. So the question is, can we now get the puck? Okay, we had one shot that went over its head. Shit, infantry shot something at us. Okay. We're not scoring any good hits. I'm pretty sure one of my tanks will blow up soon. Germans are also shelling us now. Not really any close hits so far. The other end, there's also not a lot of fire coming back, I mean. Did they already flee? Are they demoralized? That looked a bit better. No, I was also too far away. Huh. I think this area is mostly free of the enemy. That looks like good hits, yeah. I think that should be the end of that. We will keep up the bombardment just to be sure, but... What are the Germans trying to shell there? Okay, this house also clear, no fire coming from here. I will put the platoon HQ on the top floor just to see if we can get a good overview, and then we'll keep advancing. Yeah, they're all dead. Alright, I'm gonna do something that some of you might call gamey, but I don't want to lose the scenario, and I only have one of three, what's it called? One of three objectives. So what I'm going to do, because I think this objective, the high ground, is now pretty much clear. At least for tanks. There might still be infantry surviving in there, but I don't think there's anti-tank guns left. Because of that, I'm gonna move one of the tanks along this axis here, and then just to the tip of the high ground objective, where it still should be covered from most angles, and then I should at least contest that. I'm not even sure there's anything on here still. If there was an anti-tank gun here, they would probably have shot at my Overwatch tanks a long time ago. Like if you look from here. Oh, actually, now that I look at it, maybe, they would have. So I would have spotted these earlier, so I think it's clear to do that. Approaching the creek. The Germans are using some pretty harsh artillery, I have to say. Yeah, don't use that door. There isn't even a door there, what are you doing, mate? Yeah, now they notice. Oh shit, we're idiots. No, wait, they can phase through the wall, never mind. Okay, we have gotten some contact here, but I think that's from, fleeing Germans. So we are approaching the edge of the orchard here. Nope. Okay, they still have some fight left in them. That's an HQ troop with a radio man. Okay, Germans are using fire for effect on this corner where I have nobody, okay. One thing I've noticed is, and apparently they also wrote that on the forums, but the South African voices right now seem to be bugged in that you don't hear them at all. So that's kind of annoying, because really at the end of the day that's what sets them apart from other, Commonwealth nations. Okay, drove them out of there, and that might have killed them. I'm using the immobilized tank to shell this, because I will lose that one anyway as we advance, because we don't have time to repair it, so I might as well use up the ammunition. Single sniper still shooting. Yep. Oh! AT gun. They have one more. That makes taking this bridge a lot harder. This tank was immobilized in the best position of all time, because I can actually shell the AT gun position from there. Okay, that was a good first hit near it. Are they giving it up? I think they're giving it up. I think they ran away. One shot of HE was all it took to get them out of the gun. Nice. If I was the AI, and not a... Yep, here we go. Knocked it out in one hit. If I was the AI and, not a emotionless automaton, I would probably be really pissed right now. I even moved up the 2-inch mortar here in an effort to maybe smoke it off or shoot it with the 2-inch mortar, but apparently that's not necessary. That was really lucky. One hit. Yeah. And whatever else is there probably also got a handful of shrapnel. There are still some Jerrys in this orchard. Probably the rest of the AT gun crew, if I had to guess. I'm still shelling... Oh, they're running. I'm still shelling suspected German positions down in that orchard. Alright, got that. Are they seeing anything? Yep, there's still Germans down in the tree line. Another Panzerfaust group. Are you shooting at? More Germans. Probably another HQ team. At least we're not taking machine gun fire, so I think we're at their back line. That sounded like a machine gun. Yep. That's close to where the puck was. There's more positions over here. How do we get a good angle on that guy? Yeah, they're pinned down. Oh, it was a good hit near the Panzer shack. But the machine gun nest, of course, still intact. Yo, and active. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's the wrong side, but okay. Yep, they're running. That means we can push our infantry out to the objective next, and that should give us the win. Then we are through the choke point into open terrain. We are still getting shot at by the old AT gun position from over there, which is annoying, but so far no casualties from that. Let's clear these bastards out. At least we will be contesting the objective. Okay. There was some close combat there. Okay, there are still Germans in there. These guys are fleeing again. Crap. Yeah, don't fire HE into there now. Yeah, you can fire HE there if you want. In fact, I will probably do that at some point. Damn it. I think we took it to casualty here. Oh, for fuck's sake, I told the tank to cross the bridge. Bridges simply don't work in this game. It's amazing. As simple an act as crossing a bridge completely throws the AI for a loop. Whoa, grenade. You know what you should do? Throw your grenade. Oh, fuck it, apparently they don't. Yeah, drive through there, not across the bridge, that's too hard. Okay, let's extricate the tank out of there. You know, I recently played some Age of Empires 2, you know, that really old game. And there was a really interesting situation. I had a bunch of guys, and there was a river with a bridge, and I right-clicked on the other side, and they walked over. It's amazing what else, who knows what else kind of life-changing technology Microsoft is hiding from us. But yeah, apparently these Muppets here can't figure it out even after fucking years of paid patches. They can't get their stupid bridges to work. The stupidity is mind-boggling. Alright, I think these kind of caught themselves. I wonder if the Germans have retreated from that corner. I haven't gotten any more grenades or MP40 fire at least. Alright, the last try to push them out of this objective. Crap, they still have machine gun in here. Okay, we lost one dude here, but maybe the others can spot him. Yep, okay. Yeah, throw them out of here. So as soon as they're in the open, we can probably mow them down. Also get them out of the objective area, obviously. Too bad for that guy, he's dead. I started one last attempt at crossing this bridge so I can maybe cut off the retreating Germans. Wish me luck. And looking good. No. Okay, yep, sorry, the technology is just not there. It's just not there. Having our eye crossing bridges, that's something that we will have to wait a few more years for. Much like the cure for cancer. Nice, I think we got somebody. Obviously in this terrain hard to tell. Oh, over there, never mind. There's the last hole where the guy was here before he was earlier. I think he might have fled. Still trying to get the tank across, but no dice. Right. I think this will be the last minute, simply because I don't think I will be able to get them out of there without high casualties, and it's outside of the objective zone anyway. Yeah, last try, they're not getting across. Alright. Let's see what we get. Okay, we ceased fire, and it's a total victory for the South Africans, which is good. So we've secured all three, so apparently we did push them out of the creek bridge as well. We destroyed them to an acceptable degree. Friendly casualties were fine, and they failed to hold the railway crossing. Road threatened, I don't know what that means, and didn't destroy enough of our forces. We had 13 men killed, 17 men wounded. They had 66 men killed, 35 men wounded, 7 men missing, which I didn't even notice all of them, I think. So let's see what they still have left. These guys were broken, so there was no submachine gun troop here. Okay. Also broken. Yeah, the AT guns which we shelled. There's the abandoned 20 mil, but yeah. Okay, they still had basically a platoon worth of infantry in this forest here, but obviously we pushed them out of the tree line or out of the buildings, and they weren't really a threat. Yeah, broken. These were still intact but rattled. Yeah, they got shelled to the oblivion, as did the flak over here. Oh yeah, these guys I forgot about them. We fought against them in the beginning, pushed them behind their position here, and they were useless. Oh, that marksman actually shot one dude, but we never noticed him. And there's a heavy MG team, okay. But yeah, I think we pretty much cleaned them up. This one got dismounted and we lost the crew, so we can't get that one back. Probably was heavily wounded anyway, heavily destroyed anyway. Here we have the Firefly, which I kept back a bit, in order to not waste it in case we get attacked by a tiger at some point. Who knows. 4 casualties, that's pretty good. 8. Yeah, 8. That being said, the infantry 1-1-4. No, that's not bad for infantry. This tank took out an anti-tank gun, and we kind of gamely went around here and, yeah, you know, captured the high ground. There's a forward observer back here. I don't think the German artillery caused a single casualty. They didn't really land near where we actually were. If you look here, yeah, I can tell you why, because I don't actually see the interesting areas. They did actually, and I didn't show that during the video, but they did shell my position here. Including relatively far back here where the rest of my forces, which I haven't even used. Remember that all the forces in this are final, so I don't get them refreshed, so I didn't use all of them obviously. Because there's more scenarios in this campaign, I think about 4 or 5 from what it sounds like. Oh yeah, up here the flak. Abandoned, yep. Actually, 1 second. Didn't they change it so you actually get to see, whoops, the called-in artillery kills? Yeah, okay, 6 and 1 puck. I guess that could be true. Alright, so that was that. Now, I know many people will have watched this video and be like, oh, he's forever going against the bridges again, but okay. The thing is, this is a basic problem with a really basic gameplay mechanic. Crossing bridges, that's something that just needs to fucking work, and it doesn't. And it's not like it's just sometimes. It's always when these bridges are diagonal, you can't cross them with vehicles. Sometimes they even glitch under there, which didn't happen here. And the thing is, this game is how old? I mean, patch this shit. Why is this still in the game? This is a new campaign that was just released with the latest expansion pack. I'm guessing they test this, right? I mean, they play through it. Did no beta tester ever say, oh, by the way, my tanks can't cross a fucking bridge? Nobody said that? Are you kidding me? They don't notice that and try to fix it? It's mind-boggling. And in addition to that, they brazenly sell patches. I know they call it engine updates and want money for them. They're not engine updates, they're fucking patches. Other games give you that shit for free. This is the same engine that you had in the first Shock Force, like from what is that, 2004 or something? And so that's my point. They want money, and not a little money. These games are not cheap. They want a lot of money for these games that have engines that are completely outdated. For one thing, graphically, obviously completely outdated. I mean, there's games that that give you a similar amount of fidelity in terms of realism that look way better, and that also have these basic bugs in them that they either can't fix or refuse to fix. I mean, to me that just says scummy. They are a scummy company. That being said, they are one of the few games that do these kind of really detailed historical simulation. I mean, Gravity Team Tactics only does Eastern Front, otherwise they would probably be dead already. But yeah, it is really annoying that after years I'm still running into the same bug. And I mean, like, I think they sometimes let like their beta testers design their campaigns and scenarios for them. In that case, beta testers, if you know this shit doesn't work or is prone to bugs, don't put it in. Just like this area, was so much weird glitching going on, and buildings you could shoot at even if you could see them. Just work with the engine. Don't make shit that doesn't work and isn't fun in the engine. It's a big problem. Anyway, other than that, it wasn't a horrible scenario. That being said, usually for a campaign it would be cool to have something a bit more interesting for the start of your campaign to hook people in. But yeah, it wasn't horrible. I mean, the idea to have to fight through a bottleneck like this with a tank force is quite cool. But yeah, it's just so buggy. Anyway, I hope you still enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching and have a nice day.